I put the American people through 2 years of needless agony, and I apologize for that. And I say that, you've explained your motives, I think those are the categories.
Hello everyone, my name is Alan, welcome to Motor on Beep Beep. I'm at Holy Trinity Church in Nuffield to find the final resting place of David Frost. Hello, good evening and welcome. This is an absolutely beautiful spot. Look, that little lane I came down there for about 3 miles and you end up at this, look, I always say this, but isn't that a gorgeous looking church? Holy Trinity Church, there we are. Yeah, so David Frost, he was a big thing for a lot of us, wasn't he? What a career he had. So let's move in. Well, David started with, That Was a Week That Was, 1962. That was a very popular news programme with comedy. If you remember, it had the Ronnie Barker and Ronnie Corbett and John Cleese. They did the higher class, middle class and lower class. Very funny because of the difference in the heights, you know. And he got a BAFTA from the British Academy of Films in 2005 and the Lifetime Achievement Award in 2009. So you can't take it away from David. He was a very prolific TV presenter and won a lot of awards. He was the man who launched TVAM, then he had his own show, Sunday Morning Breakfast with Frost, 1993 to 2005. So he was on our screen a lot of the time, wasn't he, really? And of course he did a full 2 decades of Through the Keyhole, which of course is done by Keith Lemon now, but David Frost was the originator of that. Just got to say, look at the church. Isn't that superb church, that? Really beautiful, isn't it? Let's go in and have a look. We might as well, if it's open, that is. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, great. You can have tea and buns on certain days, it says outside. Yeah, lovely. There we go, look, see tea, you can sign the book. Ah, the Queen, look. Book of Condolences for Her Majesty. Yeah. There, look, you can make your own tea, look. Isn't that lovely? Oh, that's really cute. So you could pop in, look, have a biscuit and some coffee. That's really nice, isn't it? You've got a really friendly feel, this church. I think it's just the hospitality, really. Let's go back to David Frost, because what a career he had. We'll head back out into the bluster. Actually, it's very atmospheric today. It's very, I like this sort of day. It feels like it's stormy. I feel like there's something edgy going on. I'll tell you a little personal story quickly. You have to forgive me if it sounds like I'm name dropping, but it's all true. It's just one of those things. I was the web manager along with Mark for Uri Geller. So he invited us to, and Roger Moore. So we got invited to the Jewish wedding of Uri at his home in Sonning in Reading. And David Frost was there, so I met him briefly. I think he was well drunk that day. He was enjoying himself. He looked it to me anyway. And yeah, it was a great day. They had a big canopy and there were photographers everywhere, hiding in the trees, trying to get a picture of Michael Jackson. And he came about 3 hours late by helicopter. And after all the event was over, Hello Magazine were taking the photographs. We were introduced to Michael Jackson as he was leaving from Uri's house. And there was a crowd there and Uri beckoned us over. So me, Mark and Pauline went over. And she pushed right through me, did Pauline. She was so eager to meet Jackson. And she body charged me, shook his hand. And I thought it was really funny. And then the camera was sticking because it was a digital camera, an old one. Well, in olden days, wasn't it? And we did get the photograph, but not a very good one of me and of Michael Jackson. But we met him again on a train going to a football match with some fans. But that's another story. Really bizarre. Really quickly, the fans mobbed him at Paddington. He's on the floor. There weren't enough police there, so Uri and Shippy, his manager, had to hoist him on the train to get him away from all the fans, and they kept barraging him all the time. And when we got down to London, there were some limos, and we got in the limo, and Daniel, who was Uri's son, dangled a white glove out of the limousine, and the fans mobbed the limousine and were rocking it like that. And the police came over and said, "We don't care who you are. If you do that again, you'll be arrested." And when you meet Michael, he unfortunately had the scars in his face that you never see on photographs. Anyway, let's get back to David. He was awarded a BAFTA by the British Academy of Films in 2005, and he got a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2009. So he did very well. Let's have a little spin round, see what we've got. I don't know where it is. I always like to find it live if I can. But look, there's not many to look at, is there? So let's have a wander. Got to go this way. They're all facing the other way around. So see if you spot it before me. That'd be good, wouldn't it? If you do, tell me. David interviewed lots of important people. He did Muhammad Ali in 1974, The Rumble in the Jungle with George Foreman. And of course, David Nixon in 1977. David actually funded the programme himself and was paid $600,000 to interview Nixon about Watergate, mostly. And he did 29 hours of films. No, it's not these. 29 hours of films that took 4 weeks to film. We're running out of stones. And David Nixon was trying to apologise for Watergate and the lies. And David Frost asked him, can a president do something illegal, like against anti-war groups? And David Nixon said, if it benefits the country, the president can do it, and because he is the president, it's not illegal. In other words, he's got the power. He died on the 31st of August 2013 at the age of 74 on MS Queen Elizabeth of a heart attack. So his son also died of a similar condition in his 30s, which is a bit sad, isn't it? At least he'd lived a reasonable... I can't see it being these gravestones. They look very old, don't they? We're running out of gravestones. I'm sure I'm in the right place. And he was awarded his own memorial stone at Westminster Abbey, Poets' Corner. So yes, they did very well by David Frost. Frost was known for several relationships with high-profile women in the mid-1960s, and he dated British actress Janet Scott between her marriages to songwriter Jackie Ray and the singer Mel Torme in the early 1970s. He was engaged to American actress Diane Carroll between 1972 and 1977. He had a relationship with British socialite Caroline Cushing in 1981, and he married Lynn Frederick, widow of Peter Sellers, but they divorced the following year. He also had an 18-year intimate affair with American actress Carol Linley. On March 19, 1983, Frost married Lady Katrina Fitzelina Howard, daughter of the 17th Duke of Norfolk. 3 sons were born to the couple over the next 5 years. His second son, Wilfrid Frost, followed in his father's footsteps and currently works as an anchor for Sky News on CNBC. They lived for many years in Chelsea, London, and kept a weekend home at Mitchelly March Court in Hampshire. Let's spin round here because I think I've actually seen the stones now. They're together, look. There we go. Yep, that is it. Thank goodness for that. Right, what we've basically got here is we've got the sun. So we'll do that one first. Miles Paradigm Frost, 1984 to 2015. Beloved son, eldest brother, best friend, gone too soon, never forgotten. Very good. And here is the man. Sir David Paradigm Frost OBE, 1939 to 2013. Adored husband, devoted father, loyal friend, pioneering broadcaster. Hello, good evening and welcome. I told you, yeah, there we go. David, thank you. You were a fantastic broadcaster and you did some wonderful shows. So there we go, that's David Frost in this wonderful little quiet spot of Nuffield. Yeah, it's gorgeous. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed that and remember David fondly. And you know, I don't want to say this, but every day we get little problems and we have pains or whatever else, but you've got to make the most of your day. We all have these things, don't we? Because it goes by too quickly, doesn't it? Such a prominent man, and fortunately he lived a reasonable time, didn't he? But still not a great age nowadays, is it? So don't forget to subscribe and ding the bell to see all future films. They're free and you won't miss any that way. And a thumbs up would be lovely, and a comment. I'll always get back to you. Every channel's like a little family after a while, isn't it? You know, we all get to know. I've got quite a few people that write to me now and I know them, so it's lovely that. So from a very atmospheric day, it's almost stormy, you take care, and it's bye bye from me, Alan. I'll see you soon, I hope. Take care everyone, bye bye.